Hi students, all of you good morning. In this class, we are going to discuss estimation of nitrogen in the organic compound. There are two methods. One is a Dumas method. Second one is Zeldal's method. In this class, we are going to discuss about Dumas method. The reaction involved in the Dumas method is CxHyNZ. That is an organic compound containing nitrogen is heated with cupric oxide of 2x plus y by 2 moles to give x moles of CO2 plus y by 2 moles of H2O plus z by 2 moles of N2 plus 2x plus y by 2 moles of copper. To understand this reaction, if you observe the given organic compound, it is containing x moles of carbon atoms. That x moles of carbon atoms getting oxidized to give x moles of carbon dioxide, and y moles of hydrogen atoms, they are going to get oxidized to give y by 2 moles of H2O. This is y by 2 moles of H2O. And z moles of nitrogen atoms, they gives z by 2 moles of N2. Here, z by 2 moles of N2. And the cupric oxide is going to get reduced to give copper metal of 2x plus y by 2 moles. Here you can see 2x plus y by 2 moles of copper. So this is the main reaction involved in Dumas method. In the Dumas method, the nitrogen present in the organic compound is estimated by converting the nitrogen in the organic compound into dinitrogen gas. In this method, first we have to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. In the states of matter, all of you studied that 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas at STP occupies, all of you know, 1 mole of any gas at STP occupies 22,400 ml. So by using this main reaction, that is CxHyNZ plus 2x plus y by 2 moles of CuO gives x moles of CO2 plus y by 2 moles of H2O plus z by 2 moles of N2 plus 2x plus y by 2 moles of copper. We are going to calculate the percentage of nitrogen first by calculating the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. So this is the diagram that is involved in the Dumas method. First, we are taking a glass tube. That glass tube is having an inert atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Here, we are going to inlet the carbon dioxide gas into the glass tube. And here the glass tube is containing CuO gas, that is cupric oxide gas. And that cupric oxide gas is going to react with organic compound. Then the organic compound containing carbon is going to be oxidized as carbon dioxide, and hydrogen is going to be oxidized as water, and nitrogen is going to be removed in the form of N2 gas. So that nitrogen gas removed is going to be escaped into this tube. Here you can see a mercury seal is there, and here we are going to have the dinitrogen gas. So this is the meter called as nitrometer. And here we are going to collect, here we are going to collect nitrogen gas. Where the nitrogen gas is collected means the nitrogen gas is collected over water. Water is having some vapor pressure. So when this nitrogen gas collected is going to be measured, its pressure, that pressure is due to pressure of dry nitrogen gas and pressure of moisture. So whatever the pressure, we are going to know about the nitrogen gas liberated, that contains the pressure of dry nitrogen gas and pressure of moisture, nothing but pressure of water vapors, right? So in this Dumas method, we are going to calculate the percentage of nitrogen. One of the problem from the NCERT textbook, problem number 12.21. In Dumas method, for estimation of nitrogen, 0.3 grams of an organic compound gave 50 ml of nitrogen collected at 300 kelvins temperature and 715 millimeters pressure. Calculate the percentage composition of nitrogen in the compound. Aqueous tension, that is vapor pressure of water at 300 kelvins, is given as 15 millimeters. So first of all, in this question, you have to understand what are the things given. 0.3 grams of organic compound is given. So that is the weight of organic compound is 0.3 grams. Next, 50 ml of nitrogen gas is collected. So how much nitrogen gas is going to be liberated? 50 ml of nitrogen gas is going to be liberated at 300 kelvins temperature, not at STP. At 300 kelvins temperature, 50 ml of nitrogen gas is going to be collected, and its pressure is going to be, the pressure of nitrogen gas collected at 300 kelvins, the pressure is going to be 715 millimeters pressure. Then we have to calculate the percentage composition of nitrogen in the organic compound, where at 300 kelvins, the aqueous tension, it is a fixed value, constant value. The aqueous tension at 300 kelvins is 15 millimeters. So first what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the nitrogen gas liberated at STP. With the help of nitrogen gas liberated at 300 kelvins, we have to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. So here on the left side, I'm going to take the values in the given conditions. On the right side, I'm going to take the values given at the STP conditions. So at the left side, volume of nitrogen at given condition is taken. At the right side, volume of nitrogen at STP is going to be calculated, right? All of you know the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So first I'm taking the values of nitrogen gas at the given conditions. Volume of nitrogen gas is equal to 50 ml, that is given in the question. And P1 means pressure of the nitrogen gas, that is pressure of the dry nitrogen gas we have to take. But in the question, what is given? Pressure of moistured gas is given. The pressure of moistured gas is given as 715 millimeters, right? And aqueous tension is given as 15 millimeters. So to get the pressure of dry nitrogen gas, to get the pressure of dry nitrogen gas, the pressure of dry nitrogen gas, the pressure of dry nitrogen gas is equal to pressure of moistured gas minus aqueous tension. Pressure of moistured gas is equal to 715 millimeters minus aqueous tension is given as 15 millimeters. So then we are going to get pressure of dry nitrogen gas, that is 700 millimeters at a temperature of 300 kelvins. So all these are the values given in the question itself. Now we have to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Yes, so that should be calculated. So that is VT should be calculated at STP, that is unknown value. Then at STP, STP means standard temperatures and pressures. What is the standard pressure? 1 atmosphere pressure. 1 atmosphere pressure in terms of millimeters is taken as 760 millimeters of mercury. So standard pressure in terms of millimeters, 760 millimeters of mercury, and standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, nothing but 273 kelvins. So with the help of values in the given conditions, we are going to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP by using the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Yes, this is the Dumas method diagram. Here, which gas is going to be liberated? nitrogen gas, that is the moistured nitrogen gas is going to be liberated. Then with the help of this moistured nitrogen gas liberated, we are going to calculate the pressure of dry nitrogen gas. Then we are going to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP with the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Yes, here you can see the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. The formula is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Then P1 value. What is the P1 value? That is the pressure of dry nitrogen gas. Already we calculated the pressure of dry nitrogen gas is calculated as a 700 millimeters into V1. V1 means a volume of nitrogen gas liberated at the given temperature. The volume of nitrogen gas given liberated at the given temperature is 50 ml. That is given in the question itself. By temperature, at which temperature nitrogen gas is liberated? At 300 kelvins temperature. So P1, V1, T1, these values are indicating that the values of nitrogen at the given conditions, and that is equal to P2 V2 by T2. What is P2? Standard pressure. What is standard pressure? What is standard pressure? 1 atmosphere pressure, that is 760 millimeters. Here I am taking 760 millimeters. Then T2. What is T2? Standard temperature. Standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, nothing but 273 kelvins. So with the help of all these values, I am going to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. That is V2. V2 is equal to, from this formula, V2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 into this T2 goes to this side, then T2 by this P2 comes to this side, then we can write here P2. So V2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 into T2 by P2. So by substituting all the values, then we are going to calculate V2 value. V2 is nothing but volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. So here the answer is 41.9 milliliters volume of nitrogen gas is going to be liberated at STP. So when the volume of nitrogen gas at STP is known, when the volume of nitrogen gas at STP is known, then we can calculate the number of moles of nitrogen at STP. The number of moles of nitrogen at STP is equal to volume of nitrogen gas at STP by 22,400. All of you know from the states of matter, all these formulas you know very well. The number of moles of any gas at STP, the number of moles of any gas at STP is equal to volume of that gas at STP divided with 22,400. Here already we calculated volume of nitrogen gas at STP, that is 41.9 milliliters divided with 22,400. Then we will get number of moles of nitrogen at STP liberated is equal to 41.9 by 22,400 moles, right? Then the number of moles formula. What is the number of moles formula? Weight by gram molecular weight. Yes, this side I am writing weight by gram molecular weight. Weight of nitrogen by gram molecular weight of nitrogen. What is the gram molecular weight of nitrogen? 28. But already we know number of moles calculated as 41.9 divided with 22,400. So then by equating all these things, then we will calculate weight of nitrogen liberated at STP. Then that is equal to 41.9 divided with 22,400, and this value goes to this place. Then we have to write into 28. So the value is weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP is equal to 41.9 into 28 by 22,400. So here what is calculated? Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP is calculated. When we know the weight of nitrogen in the given organic compound, then we can calculate the percentage composition of nitrogen in the given organic compound. The percentage composition of nitrogen in the given organic compound is equal to weight of nitrogen by weight of organic compound into 100. Yes, what is the weight of nitrogen? That is 41.9 into 28 by 22,400 into 100. Already here is there, 100 is there, 100 by weight of organic compound. If you observe the question once again, you can find the weight of organic compound is given as 0.3 grams. So by doing the calculation, you will get the percentage of nitrogen as 17.458%. So this is about the Dumas method. In this Dumas method, how the nitrogen is going to be estimated in the form of N2 gas. Note the first point of Dumas method is the Dumas method is used for the calculation of percentage of nitrogen in any of the organic compound containing nitrogen. That means Dumas method can be used for any organic compound containing nitrogen. There is no particular limitation. And in Dumas method, the percentage of nitrogen is calculated by converting the nitrogen of organic compound into N2 gas. Just now I said the reaction. Once again, we will check the reaction. See this reaction. The reaction of Dumas method is CxHyNZ plus 2x plus y by 2 moles of CuO gives rise to x moles of CO2 plus y by 2 moles of H2O plus z by 2 moles of N2 plus 2x plus y by 2 moles of Cu. So in which form the nitrogen is going to be estimated? In the form of N2 gas. This is important for CET, NEET and JEE. The percentage of nitrogen in Dumas method is estimated in the form of dinitrogen gas, right? All of you, please open your abridged NEET chemistry material. See the page number 538. Question number 77. Yes, on the screen you are seeing the question number 77. Read the question number 77. If the percentage of nitrogen in an organic compound is 12.5%, then how much of the organic compound should be taken as to produce 50 ml of N2 at 300 kelvins and 715 millimeters pressure? Aqueous tension is given as 15 millimeters. So in this question, the aqueous tension is mentioned, that is 15 millimeters, and 50 ml of N2 gas is liberated at a temperature of 300 kelvins. With the help of these values, first of all, we can calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. So first I am going to calculate volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. For that one, I am going to take two parts. On left hand side, I am going to take the values of nitrogen under given conditions. Here, the values of nitrogen under given conditions I am going to take. And then values of nitrogen gas at STP conditions. At STP conditions. So first tell me, what is the volume of nitrogen gas going to be liberated? How much volume of nitrogen is liberated? See the question. How much volume of nitrogen is liberated? 50 ml of nitrogen at 300 kelvins is liberated, having a pressure of 715 millimeters. So what is the volume? 50 ml. So here I am taking volume of nitrogen gas liberated at 300 kelvins, that is V1 is equal to 50 ml. Okay. Next, P1. Already I said P1 is indicating pressure of dry gas. Pressure of a dry gas, what is the formula? Pressure of a dry gas is equal to pressure of moisture gas minus aqueous tension. Aqueous tension. Yes. Pressure of dry gas is equal to pressure of moisture gas. How much pressure of moisture gas is given? 715 millimeters of pressure is there for moisture nitrogen gas minus aqueous tension. Aqueous tension is given as 15. That is equal to 700 millimeters of mercury pressure. That is pressure of dry nitrogen gas liberated. And at which temperature the gas is going to be liberated? At a temperature of 300 kelvins. So all these are the values given. So these are called as given conditions. Now we are going to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas V2. What is V2 here? Volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP should be calculated. It is not known. We have to calculate. And P2 is known. Standard pressure. The standard pressure that is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury pressure. And T2 standard temperature is equal to 273 kelvins. And we know the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Then by taking that formula, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. What should be calculated? V2 should be calculated. That is volume of dinitrogen gas liberated at STP. Volume of dinitrogen gas liberated at STP, that is the V2 value. Just tell me the formula. V2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 into P2 by P2. That is V2 is equal to P1 value. What is P1 value? Yes, 700 into V1 value. V1 value is 50 by T1 value. 300 into T2 value. 273 by P2 value. 760. Then you will get volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Yes, do this calculation. $700 into 50 divided with 300 multiplied with 273 divided with 760. So the volume of nitrogen gas liberated is equal to 41.9078 milliliters. What is this value? Volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. From this value, what we can calculate? We can calculate a weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP can be calculated. Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP can be calculated. It should be calculated. To calculate this one, yes, number of moles formula. Number of moles formula in terms of volumes. Number of moles of a gas is equal to volume of gas liberated at STP. Volume of gas liberated at STP by 22,400. By calculating the number of moles, see this one here. What is the number of moles Here we calculated only the V2 value, right? What is V2? Volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. By using this value, we have to calculate the number of moles at STP. Yes, number of moles at STP is equal to volume of nitrogen gas liberated is equal to how much value? How much value, man? 41.9078 divided with 22,400. This is the number of moles of dinitrogen gas liberated. And number of moles in terms of weight and gram molecular weight, number of moles is equal to weight of gas by gram molecular weight of gas, or weight of a compound by gram molecular weight of a compound. Then that is equal to 41.9078 divided with 22,400 equals to number of moles. See this one, number of moles. Here number of moles is equal to 41.9078 by 22,400. Here I am taking the same value, that is equal to weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP by gram molecular weight of nitrogen gas, that is fixed value 28. So by using this values, we can calculate the weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Weight of nitrogen liberated at STP. That is equal to, yes, see the previous formula. Weight of nitrogen gas is equal to this 28 goes to this side. Then we can write 41.9078 divided with 22,400. Yes, see this one. This 28 goes to this side. Then we can write into 28. Let's do the calculation. 41.9078 multiplied with 28 divided with 22,400. We'll get the answer 0.0523 grams. This is the weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. And if you check the question once, that is if the percentage of nitrogen in an organic compound is 12.5%. Try to understand this point. If the percentage of nitrogen in the organic compound is 12.5%, means for every 100 grams of organic compound, there is 12.5 grams of nitrogen. Once again, if the percentage of nitrogen in an organic compound is 12.5%, it is indicating that for every 100 grams of organic compound, there is 12.5 grams of nitrogen. According to the given question, 12.5% of nitrogen is there in the organic compound. 12.5% nitrogen is present in organic compound, means what it means? It means for every 100 grams of organic compound, there is a presence of 12.5 grams of dinitrogen. 12.5 grams of dinitrogen or nitrogen. This is the meaning. That can be written as 12.5 grams of nitrogen is present in 100 grams of organic compound. 100 grams of organic compound. Then how much nitrogen is there? How much nitrogen is there? What is the weight of nitrogen? Weight of nitrogen is equal to 0.0523. Then here, then 0.0523 grams of dinitrogen is going to be present in how much grams of organic compound? How much grams of organic compound? Yes, very simple calculation. Once again, 12.5 grams of nitrogen is present in 12 grams of organic compound. I am writing simply as OC, organic compound. Then 0.0523 grams of nitrogen is equal to, that is equal to 100 divided with 12.5 into 0.0523 grams of organic compound, OC. OC stands for organic compound. That is equal to 0.0523 multiplied with 100 divided with 12.5. That is equal to 0.4190 grams of organic compound. So this is our answer. 0.419. If you see the options, the option is option A for the question number. The question number is 77 from the page number 538. In brief, once again, I am going to explain. So what is the method? Dumas method. What is the use of Dumas method? Dumas method is used to calculate the percentage of nitrogen in the organic compound in the form of dinitrogen, and the reaction involved in the Dumas method is CXHY NZ, CXHY NZ, this is Z, okay, plus X plus two X plus Y by 2 moles of O2. Sorry, not O2, man. 2X plus Y by 2 moles of cupric oxide gives rise to X moles of CO2 plus Y by 2 moles of H2O plus Z by 2 moles of N2 plus 2X plus Y by 2 moles of Cu. So here you have to understand the organic compound containing nitrogen is going to be estimated as dinitrogen gas. And first we are going to calculate the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. So by calculating the volume of nitrogen gas liberated at STP, from this volume of nitrogen gas, in the second step, what is we are going to calculate? Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP. Weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP is going to be calculated. With the help of that, we can calculate percentage composition of nitrogen in the organic compound. That is equal to weight of nitrogen gas liberated at STP by weight of organic compound, weight of OC. OC stands for organic compound into 100. So this is the 3 steps involved in estimation of nitrogen by Dumas method. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you for watching the video lectures. After watching the video, please go through the NCERT textbook. Once read the content. After that, try to practice more number of MCQs. If you are having any doubt, you can call me on my WhatsApp number between 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. only. Thank you one and all. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day. This is your chemistry lecturer, Cesar Naidu, signing off.